They get together every month, hard-earned money in hand. Fatou runs a fruit stall, Sokna sells chickens, DIALL sews clothes. They're all working women, and yet none of them have a bank account.
Banks want guarantees, paperwork of our trade. They make it difficult for women. We don't have millions, just a 500 here, 1,000 there, or 10,000 Central African francs max.
Financial institutions see the poor as unreliable, prone to debt, and unlikely to pay back loans. For traditional banks, taking on low-income earning customers is costly and not worth the risk. 2.5 billion people across the world have no bank account. In Africa, more than half of the continent's population are financially excluded. This is especially the case in the Francophone region, where 85% of the population have no access to banks. The economy is booming. People continue to trade and save, but without bank accounts. They put their monthly savings into a communal pot. Each month, one of them gets to take home the sum total. This cycle continues until everybody has had a turn to get the $1,000 saved together. They call this a tontine. It's a widespread saving practice used across the continent for centuries.
The tontines gives me time to think and plan ahead. If I kept the money in my pocket, I would have spent it without thinking and never saved as much.
This Nigerian entrepreneur believes providing services to poor women saving as a group is not a risk, but a safe bet.
You do tontines with your friends, your family, your mom, sister, brother, uncle. So there's a really, really low motivation for you to default on that tontine, right? And that's the reason why tontines worldwide, because every developing country does a form of a tontine, have default rates of 1 to 2%.
And so Bernie and his sister created an online platform. It brings tontines and financial institutions together, providing services traditional banks refuse to offer to poor women. Depending on their repayment rate, each tontine gets a score, like a credit rating. The higher the score, the more services they are offered.
If there's an emergency, if someone dies, we don't feel the costs anymore. We have insurance, we have healthcare, things we never thought we could get.
After a year, Matontine has just 500 customers. It's still not profitable. Getting banks to invest in African startups is difficult too, but with so many without a bank account and getting tontines, Bernie believes there's an untapped potential in the region. For these women, tontines are a time to come together, save, share their money, and celebrate. Things you just can't do easily in a bank. Nicolas, Haque, Al Jazeera, Dakar.